Aloha.
Shout out Pearl Harbor, by the way.
Hello and welcome. We are back from theballerlifestyle.com. It's the Baller Lifestyle Podcast. I'm looking for another mechanical pencil. As everyone knows, I write with a mechanical pencil. And you hear this, Ed? It's out of there's no lead in it.
Emptiness.
Yeah,
I hear air.
So I'm gonna pivot to ink for tonight. Welcome. You're listening to the Baller Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Brian Beckner, episode number 558 of the show. Thank you for listening. Please think about sending us an email, mailbag at theballerlifestyle.com. You can also call us 949-464-TBLS. You can also subscribe. Click the link in the show notes or go to theballerlifestyle.com. Click the link at the top of the page. Support us there, $5 a month. And then you get all the bonus content we do there. Take, for instance, we're the couple that had sex on the floor of a Waukesha laundromat. Like, we don't, that's the ribald portion of the show that comes at the end that only the subscribers get. So, hey, Keanu Reeves, somebody pretending to be Keanu Reeves, ripped some widow off for a whole bunch of money because she was lonely. That's sad, but we'll make it funny. And also, a guy urinated on his seatmate on a flight for reasons unknown. We're gonna talk about that. So, click the link in the show notes. Sign up there. Plus, you get the bonus show that I do every week, and all just extra stuff that we do here. If you're so interested, I am joined now, as always, by my dear friend, Mr. Ed Daly. Ed, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, and I got a shirt in the mail. It's not like the
Yes.
Well, it's the same situation where I got just a shirt sent to me.
Yep. Same thing happened.
And
to me.
I'm wearing it, and I like it.
Let me see yours.
It's Eddie Murphy, Velvet Jones, School of Technology. It's great.
That's a very Ed Daly shirt.
But there was no, receipt or anything, and I'm grateful.
Yep.
But this is like a fairy godmother situation. I don't know who to thank, and I'm appreciative.
I feel like, hold on, because I just saw something when I was getting ready. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I believe,
encourage everyone to look up Velvet Jones School of Technology, because it's Eddie Murphy, who's essentially a pimp, and he's pretending he's DeVry Institute, he's just.
That's a very thoughtful. That's such a great shirt. I believe that is from our dear friend Super Lee, host of the.
Right, thank you, Super Lee.
Host of the Baller Lifestyle Podcast after show every Friday night on YouTube, along with show bowling correspondent Ben 906. I should go on that show sometime soon. I don't know when that'll happen, but I would like to visit with them. And yeah, he sent me a shirt too. He sent me a John McEnroe, You Cannot Be Serious shirt, which I loved. And then I even made an Instagram story like, who sent me the shirt? And then it was revealed to me that it was Super Lee. So thank you for that, Super Lee.
Thank you, Super Lee.
Yeah, very nice of you. I mean, I know we don't like to spoil things here, Ed, but I feel like we would not be doing our duty to our listeners if we did not discuss here the cinematic achievement that debuted just this weekend.
Saw it on Friday.
Den of Thieves 2 Pantera.
Wonderful.
It's so good.
It
delivers.
It's everything I wanted it to be. It was.
It delivers. It delivers. Now, I dropped my pen.
You know what also delivered?
Yeah.
The craft services table.
So last week, we did our year. Was it last week? We did our year in review.
Yeah, I know. It feels like a year ago.
I know. We had our dear friend Travis Rogers joined us. Thank you, Travis, for our year in review show that we do the first week of the year every year. And we discussed briefly Den of Thieves 2 Pantera and how excited we were to see it. And I made a joke. I said, Ice Cube Jr., more like Ice Cream Senior. I mean, O'Shea Jackson, more like, oh, hey, I'll have another. Oh, O'Shea Jackson Jr., more like, oh, hey, get me another rack of ribs sooner.
Yeah. Ed,
he's so much fatter than it's so jarring.
So I won't spoil it because I want you all to see it and enjoy it. But
we won't spoil
you know,
we're not going to talk about this. Yes.
But this is a burglary movie. They're doing, you know, when you're a cat burglar, you got to be spry. You got to be climbing ropes.
They're
you got to
doing
be
heists.
It's the three fattest guys in the movie.
Rappelling.
How about the third dude? The third dude is doing it with them.
Yes. The like older, Croatian guy, Serbian guy.
Yeah. The older dude wasn't in terrible shape.
Sure. Yeah, no, he's fine.
But he was older, like, so, you know, not as believable because he's older. But the other three dudes were rotund. They're rotund.
Never fully explained why you needed 4 guys on that heist, by the way. Like, it seemed like a 2-man job.
Right. The older dude,
guys. Yeah.
The older dude and the other fat guy number 3, no need for any of them. And then also, lost my train of thought. But it was
fat.
It was Jerry Butts.
Yeah.
He's either eating or smoking a heater in every scene. Like, it's written in. It's not just that he showed up he showed up for training camp out of shape.
Yeah.
He's eating in every fucking scene or smoking.
He's like, not. Let's get a shawarma. Let's go to Tommy Burger. Like Stella.
It's amazing.
They're drinking the whole time. I wonder if he had it in his, because O'Shea Jackson Jr. he's basically Chris Farley size. Like he is so fat, it's ridiculous. Like it's unbelievable. Do you think he's at least gained 100 pounds in the 7 years since the original Den of Thieves?
He carbo loaded.
He definitely did. Do you think it's in because Jerry, he gets his name above the title. By the way, they're all producers on this thing. And our buddy,
everyone's an executive producer.
Our buddy 50 Cent is also a producer, even though he died in the first one. Who cares? Do you think Jerry had it written into his deal that O'Shea Jackson needed to outweigh him by at least 100 pounds? Because this is not 300 era Gerard Butler. Butler is a fat guy too.
No, he's been consuming.
Yes.
If you found out, like if I do a story next week that Gerard Butler has gout, wouldn't you be surprised?
I leaned in.
Like the disease of kings. He's consuming.
I saw it with my son and his friend, and I leaned in and I go, at one point I go, because he's like drinking or something in the movie. I go, you know, this guy has been sober for like 20 years. Like he's a long time sober dude. It's insane that anybody could be that puffy without putting alcohol into their body. It's just like the mind boggles.
He's bloated and wonderful, and he's beautiful. Wonderful.
He's beautiful.
He's got such a charisma about him.
Yes,
but like he's smoking or eating in every scene, and then like they're asking rotund guys to rappel.
There's rappelling. There's upside downing things. Yeah. It's like you're looking. I'm looking around the theater. Also, me and my son and his friend. We were obviously it was played for laughs. We're like laughing in the theater and talking. People are looking at us like, what? Like, no, this is a real, they thought they were watching Die Hard. And we're like, oh my God, this is great.
No, it's a funny comedy.
Yes, it's great.
And I'm already excited. I saw a trailer for Jason Statham as like a working man. I was like, I am fucking in on that. Did you ever see The Beekeeper?
No, I didn't, but I've seen it's on Amazon. I should watch it.
Yeah. It's delivers exactly what you want.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah. No, I love these kind of movies. I will, one quibble I do have is the female lead of this movie.
Yeah.
Very attractive. And
yes, she is.
And during their big heist, she wears a mesh shirt for reasons unexplained. But I assume it was left on the cutting room floor that our guy Jerry, Big Nick, he got that. You know, like at some point she's into him. You know, they're partying on the dance floor in Nice. They're on ecstasy. Like what? Like we're just left to imagine that maybe he didn't get a piece. Like let's put it in the movie, guys. Like there's time. Like get it in there. But other than that,
But
O'Shea's beautiful French accent. The man speaks every language.
that was amazing. How they the first. So I loved it.
It's great.
The first act, the first half hour.
Yeah.
They're asking O'Shea Jackson to do a lot of heavy lifting, to do accents, and I was like,
so many accents. Yeah,
it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not sure you can handle. Yeah. I know you've got some weight. I don't know if you can handle the weight of what's going on.
Yeah. Yes, it is. He's jumping back. They're all speaking Russian, and then they go. How about then Cleopatra's like, let's just all agree to speak English to make it easier. I'm like, if you all speak English, you can just start speaking in English. You don't have to announce that we're going to be speaking English.
You and I don't start the show and go, Brian, let's agree to speak English tonight.
We're not going to do it in German tonight. Like, it's so good. The French.
It's
shit,
wonderful. It's wonderful.
So
it's a great movie.
And look, I know, like we're not really joking. So I sat down, like it started, and I remembered how shitty and slow the first Den of Thieves was. And I was like, oh, because, the first Den of Thieves, it's that big action sequence at the beginning. It's the total ripoff of Heat, right? It's an armored car sequence. And then the whole thing is just building up to the last action sequence where Pablo Schreiber and 50 Cent get it. And the whole middle is just nothing happening. And so I start watching and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be like the first one. Way better. Like, it's such a big improvement. And I've seen it's gotten bad reviews. And look, of course, it's not a good movie, but it's a good movie for that kind of movie. Like, it's a fun movie.
It delivers exactly what you expected and hope it could be. This isn't up for awards, but this is exactly just like I'm telling you, Beekeeper does that too.
Okay, I'm gonna watch The Beekeeper now. Yeah,
it's like that.
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
Jason Statham kicks ass, and he makes lots of awkward B references. It's great.
It's great. Oh yeah, there's a lot of inside jokes in this movie.
When he says "fuck the police" and then O'Shea Jackson looks at the camera screen, you're like, what?
He breaks the fourth wall. He takes a hit of his joint with the West Side. Just like everything.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful. It works. It's beautiful. And without spoiling anything, this is going to come as a shock to the audience. There's a good chance we're going to see a Den of Thieves 3. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. There's
the table has already been set. We even have the salad plates out. That table is fully set.
So good. It's so good. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it too, Ed. It really delivered, and I'm glad we could talk about it here. Everybody give us your thoughts. Mailbag@theballerlifestyle.com, or you can leave us an email. Send us an email or a voicemail, 949-464-TBLS. A lot to get to tonight. Big show. First things first, who died? Just tell us who was dead now. Dropping shit everywhere. Just tell us who was dead now. It's a sad segment, very sad. And it will not be an update on who's alive. Nope. Let's get a tragic update. Tragic update. Daily has been keeping up on who just died. Cause we're about to hear from Ed on which celebrities are dead. So tell me who died. Who died? Ed, as I sit here, I'm reminded that over the weekend, I went through my desk. I took everything out of this because this desk drawer has just become a mess and it's just shit. It's all shit I can throw away. But I'm like, I got to go through it. So
it's a junk drawer.
Yeah, it's a junk drawer. So I pulled it all out, and then I went to do the show, and it was all piled up here. So I started putting it all in a bag. Now it's half in a bag. It's half sitting here. It's fucking like, it's wires, it's cords, it's bandanas, it's stickers, it's old gift cards, it's a bunch of shit. But this is one thing that I found from former guests of the show, my second child, Ryan Beckner. And it's a birthday card she wrote me a few years ago. And it says, "Happy birthday, Dad. Have the littest day ever. I am so lucky to be your favorite child. Sad I can't spend the day with you. Sad face. P.S. Sorry I called you an asshole. I didn't mean it. Love, Ryan." She's sweet.
Wonderful.
Sweet child. I know, brings a tear to the
That's wonderful.
Ed, who died this week?
Okay, so first up, we got a lot because we had the whole like holiday season and stuff, and but we got a lot. But first one, really a wild one. Bill McCartney, he coached Colorado football like Eric Bieniemy era. They won their only national title under him. 84 years old. This dude. First of all,
the Promise Keepers, right?
I like the University of Colorado in general. I'm fine with them.
Your sister lives there.
But they got a fifth down. They got a fifth down that year. So like already their title's a little bit bullshit.
Look, Patrick Mahomes gets a fifth down in every fucking Super Bowl and zero holding calls, so it's fine.
True. Promise Keeper, crazy religious, like way into religion.
Yeah.
And his daughter got knocked up by the quarterback on that team, who then died.
No.
Salinesi.
Really? Was he killed? Did Bill McCartney have him killed? You never know.
He fell ill after she got knocked up. It was the miracle child. Salinesi was his quarterback the year before the title.
Wow.
And his super religious daughter.
Yeah.
And when you get to the sports segment, there's going to be an element of football coach's daughter getting involved again. But yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. So the Promise Keeper, like super religious, and his daughter's fucking the players.
Yeah. The Promise Keepers, look, I'm all for people finding their way.
Is the Promise Keepers like, let's like,
be good dads. No. It's men. And he led this. Hold on. Because I'm gonna be let's just get it right. It's like we have all the fucking world's information at our fingertips. He led this thing. It was like a Christian movement, and I very into that. And these guys, look, I love how it searches AI. The Promise Keepers is an evangelical Christian men's movement that aims to unite men.
Yeah.
Keep pulling. Through faith and relationships. The Promise Keepers was founded in 1991 by Bill McCartney, a former University of Colorado football coach. The idea came about during a conversation between McCartney and his friend Dave Wardell. The Promise Keepers' goals include upholding the Bible, not the first one. They only do the second one. They don't uphold the shit in the first one.
First one.
They threw that away.
First one. Those are the evil people that killed Jesus.
They started over after the first one. Being better fathers, husbands, brothers, and neighbors. See, that's the thing. They're like, hey, we're divorced. We weren't around. We didn't, we didn't show up on those birthdays and stuff because we were fucking cocktail waitresses at happy hour. But we're here now, and now we're gonna keep our promises. Here we are.
When I was at Maryland, their coach was like a disciple of McCartney. He was like an assistant there. He was a Promise Keeper. A promise he couldn't keep? A winning record. Not 1 year.
Out.
It's fucking terrible.
Yes. Fighting racial hatred.
Bricks, Ron Vanderlinden.
Building relationships with Christians of all races. Opposing same-sex marriage. Well, that doesn't sound like Jesus.
Yeah, right. There's some promises that they shouldn't keep.
We don't oppose. We support.
I will say his daughter.
Yeah.
Definitely adhered to the previous one about different races.
Yeah.
She improved relations with different races.
That is interesting because the last of the goals, Ed, and I'm wondering if this may have come out of his daughter's pregnancy, championing chastity and marital fidelity.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. That promise not kept. Not kept.
R.I.P. Bill McCartney. I thought he died quite a long time ago.
Very sad. R.I.P. Jeff Baina. He was the director of I Heart Huckabees and some other stuff.
Yeah.
He was the husband of Aubrey Plaza, 47 years old, died by suicide. Awful. Very sad.
It sounds like maybe there was some issues there. And look, Aubrey Plaza, I mean, that's a top shelf score.
Big.
Big fan.
But that tells you that suicide is
that's right.
Your head.
That's right.
Your head
that's
fucking
true.
with
that's,
you.
That's exactly true. Yeah.
He's successful and has a dime piece.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's your mind telling you things are bad. Please.
Yes.
Talk to
Ask
people.
For help. Yes. You're exactly right. And it is a temporary feeling, and that's where, and it feels like the end of the world, but it doesn't feel like the end of the world forever, and people want to help you. So just say to anyone, I'm feeling this way.
Because everyone wants to help.
Yes,
everyone
wants to help you. R.I.P. Jeff Baena.
R.I.P. Leslie Charlson, Monica Quartermain on General Hospital, 79. You thought 2024 was the soapicide, but it's not done.
Yes, married to Alan Quartermain.
Yep, she was like a fixture on the show.
Yeah,
she was always out of breath. It seemed.
What a gig, because you're making like a couple $100,000 a year, but you're making it for a long time. And it's a 9 to 5 ass job. You get in there, you're set up for a long time. You go to work
and you're
every
not
day.
On location.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
Yeah,
it's the triple A's of acting. It's the Albuquerque Dukes of acting. It's fine. You're working actor. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Brian Mattis, former Oriole pitcher, 37 years old. I don't know if it was drugs or suicide, but very sad.
Very sad.
He was the number 4 pick in the draft, and he really just never panned out. Was a reliever, but he fucking owned David Ortiz.
Oh, really?
And so when you had Ortiz in that division, Ortiz was batted 100 against him his whole career. So he was they called him the late inning. You know how it's like Loogie? It was like late, but it was like late inning David Ortiz guy or something. Like he was awesome. The guy for David Ortiz.
There's value to that,
Yeah. R.I.P. John Capodice or something. Yeah. Ace Ventura and Seinfeld actor, 83 years old. What's notable here is he was the guy who worked for the police department who was taunting Ace and and he's 83 this year. Yeah. So that means in Ace Ventura,
that was in the early 90s. Yeah.
That fucking guy was 53 when Ace Ventura. What?
Whoa. Yeah, this guy.
Oh. You know this guy.
Ed, also. John Capodice, Ace Ventura, and General Hospital actor.
Soapicide.
83 years old. This is one of those guys that he was like an Italian. He's like Timu Danny Aiello. Yes,
exactly.
He's just if your glasses are a little fogged up, he looks like Danny Aiello. He's in a million commercials. You would recognize this guy. Yeah.
But you wouldn't have guessed that he's 83 in 2025.
That's shocking. Yes.
R.I.P. Jocelyn Wildenstein, the plastic surgery Catwoman, 84 years old.
So beautiful.
She kind of turned into Ron Perlman in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
She got lots of plastic surgery before they had fine-tuned.
Yes. She looked like those two brothers.
The French dudes. Yeah. They died of COVID.
They both got COVID. And they died, and they all three had the same face. They all had real big. They weren't like the big cheekbones and the big skin. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the Catwoman. So beautiful.
R.I.P. Mike Rinder, Scientology whistleblower, 69 years old. Cancer, in quotes.
Yes. He was.
We know about whistleblowers.
Yes, for sure. He was when they did the documentary, he was the guy with the Australian accent. He was like the big guy that would go confront, he was the main person that was accusing Scientologists, and he was high up. He had risen. See, this is what happens, Ed. They rise up through the ranks, and then they get to be at level 7, and then they go, okay, we're gonna.
Where's Cruz?
Oh, he's above it. He's the top thing you can be. He rides his motorcycle.
He has all the thetans.
He does. He's max thetans. He and Miscavige, they ride their motorcycles to premieres, and they're like, ha! They're high fiving. And Miscavige is even shorter than him, which is crazy.
Does anyone know where Shelley is, or is she still?
That's a good question. I don't think so. But we're not investigating it. I don't know. Probably because they have connections they pay a lot of overtime to the LAPD, so that helps. But what happens is these guys get to a certain level, and then it's like Great and Powerful Oz. He's only a man. This is just a guy back there.
That's right.
And they get to the top, and that guy I talk about, Film the Police on Instagram. He goes and hassles them outside of the celebrity center where they're trying to offer people free e-meter readings. And he goes and he tells them, because he's gone online and he's become an expert on Scientology. So he's like, oh, they're gonna tell you about the volcanoes. The aliens put the bodies in the volcano. You gonna believe that? We all came from volcanoes with the aliens. And they're like, hey, shut up. And then they try to get the cops to shoo away. It's fucking beautiful. But that's what happens. These guys get to a high level, like Leah Remini. They get to a high level and they're like, I've been fucking paying you guys all these years for this bullshit. And now you're telling me it's some volcano aliens? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Sadly, he found the light and got cancer.
They gave him the cancer.
RP Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary, 86 years old. Should have called it Pedo Paul and Mary because he fucked a 14-year-old.
What?
Yeah.
In the 60s, but you were allowed to do that in the 60s.
He pried her open with Puff the Magic Dragon.
You bastard.
And he got pardoned by Jimmy Carter, who just kicked it.
Shut up. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said it was consensual. And it's like, yeah, but buddy, there's a thing. 14 don't give consent. They're kids. They're children.
This is like the recently departed piece of shit Pete Rose, who was like, but he was like, it wasn't illegal in Ohio. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. And he's got the law on his side, you know? R.I.P. Peter Yarrow.
All right, so he was in the R.I.P.-ish. The last two are just these two people are taking a dirt nap.
Yeah.
Anita Bryant, former beauty queen turned anti-gay crusader, 84 years old.
Yes.
This piece of shit. I wrote about her in my book. She was a beauty queen, and she was like the Florida orange juice spokesperson. And she was like, wait a second. We're going to be okay with gay people, and they could be teaching our kids in school. And she just went on a nationwide crusade. And
anti-gay.
At a press conference, someone hit her in the face with a pie, and her whole world came spiraling down after that.
Oh, really? Good for her.
Yeah. Like a fucking well-aimed pie fucked up her whole crusade, and she was just laughed at.
Delightful.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck Anita Bryant. R.I.P.
And then Jean-Marie Le Pen, founder of France's post-war far right, 96 years old. He was a fucking Nazi, and his daughter, Marine Le Pen, that's always like coming close to winning. Yes. In France, these are fucking Nazis. Yeah. These are Nazis.
Yeah, they're Nazis. Yeah.
He's like after the sham government in World War II times.
Yeah,
like this guy was like, that was kind of better. Like we need to go back to like these are fucking Nazis.
Yeah,
he's a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck Jean-Marie Le Pen. Okay, let's talk about some sports.
My name is Brian. They call me the other guy. I host a podcast show. I'll give hetero life a try. If you see something on my hand that makes you think I'm not a man, it's just my cool rings, you see. They're as sparkly as can be. A Mino Troy on DVD.
Ed, what is going on in the world of sports?
So, after college football season, you get transfers.
Yeah,
you get
transfer portal.
So somebody entered the portal, but then it came out they were dismissed. And originally they were saying, it's because he got caught speeding, which if Alabama has a linebacker that kicks ass,
speeding.
He doesn't get kicked off the team for speeding. But allegedly, this is what's being talked about, like openly by even Cam Newton talked about, like it's out there. Alabama linebacker Keanu Koht was dismissed from the team after sending unsolicited dick pics to the head coach's daughter asking if she wanted this horse. You want this horse? And he just sent the fucking dog.
Did he what Shakespearean play did he crib that line from? Because it is so poetic and beautiful.
You want this horse is like my favorite thing ever.
You want this horse. Now look,
now if I had a horse, I would say it, but like I'm like, oh, I'd like to say that. But if I said you want this horse and then offered what I'm working with, you want this average size penis? Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know he's got a horse,
He's got to. Look, I'm just going to type in his name followed by 4 letters NSFW. And just like see if like...
Oh, do you think the dong came out?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if like there's images of it and like on Reddit or Twitter or as Jason Stewart calls it, X.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's moved on to Vandy.
Oh, staying in the SEC.
Interesting.
Vandy actually they beat.
Yes, they did.
Bama this year. Good for him.
Yes. I don't see any picture. I would like that if you look, mailbag@theballerlifestyle.com. If you have images.
Have you seen that horse?
If you've seen that, I mean, I imagine it's gotta be just
splendid.
I mean, if he's saying you want this horse, he's got a horse dick. Like he didn't just decide to call it a horse dick. Like he must have a horse dick, and the guys in the locker room
he's not showing off a 5.5er.
He's he definitely is. No, he's definitely
he's not one to the right. Like
no, he's all the way. He's thrown off the curve. Now it is interesting that you gotta wonder about the decision making because
linebackers are the quarterbacks of the defense too.
Yes, it's like he's supposed to be the one making the decisions back there. And he
sent it to Kalen DeBoer's daughter.
Yeah, he sees where the fucking tight ends lined up, and he points it out like he's letting you know what play's being run. But
you want this horse?
Of all the people, the only person as a football player, there's really only one girl you could get in trouble with texting your dick to on campus, and it's your coach's daughter. Yeah, it's not a great decision maker. He'll do fine.
So, big news this week. At Fox Sports, there was a lawsuit, and Fox and Skip Bayless have been sued by a former hairstylist who spilled the beans or spilled the tea, whatever you want to say. Yeah. But essentially, Jason Taylor's sister, who works on one of these shows, like she's like, oh, she was fucking everybody.
That's Jason Taylor's sister, Joy Taylor?
Joy Taylor's pretty, but she's got a frame that indicates she could be related to a defensive.
She can play a 3 technique.
Yeah.
Put her hand in the door.
So she trashed Joy Taylor, and now like Sam and so amongst the things she talks about is Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million for sex, which Skip Bayless is making $8 million.
Yeah, no.
But you're offering nearly a quarter of your salary to have sex with someone?
No, what? No way. I like that. Well, 2 things. First of all, she does not strike me as Skip Bayless's type.
No.
I just don't think that she swims in the stream in which Skip Bayless dips his pole. That's all I'll say. And what do we know about Skip Bayless? He's happily married to a handsome woman. Like there's just no, much like famous song and dance man Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
He's a happily married guy. So I don't believe that. But the best is that Stephen A came out and was like, $1.5 million. He goes, this guy wouldn't fucking pay for lunch. He's the cheapest motherfucker I ever met in my life. He's like, he wouldn't pay $15, $1.5 million.
For $1.5 million, I'll fuck Skip Bayless.
Yes, of course. Why didn't she take the money? If he offered that much money, she should have taken the money. It's insane.
So I have our show has a slight connection to this lawsuit in the sense that, so she talks about Joy Taylor fucking an executive.
Yes.
That executive.
Yes.
A buddy of mine, a very close friend of mine, put me in touch with him because he was a big fucking wheel at the Cracker Factory. He was like a big deal in the sports media, and so I was gonna have a call with him to talk about maybe our podcast going under some umbrella of his.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And I got the 6 rescheduled. Like I kept talking to his assistant, and I never had but he's like my age, grew up in my town, and went to boarding school. But my buddy's like, "Oh, you've been at parties with this guy, or like you've known this guy."
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I at one point in time a few years ago was trying to pitch this dude.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, if you look at his picture,
yeah,
I get he's paying money.
Yeah. So according to this,
Joy Taylor is out of his league.
According to this lawsuit, Joy Taylor's whole plan, what the hairstylist is saying, what the hairstylist alleges.
Yes, all
is
alleged.
that Joy Taylor fucked everybody. No shame in that. Like,
yeah, good for you.
Go for it, girl. But that her plan, what she alleges that her plan was that she would fuck the executive, he would get her a job, which happened. But then she was going to sue him for harassment to get paid a big settlement. That doesn't sound like that ever went through, but that's what part of what she's alleging. This hairstylist. And look, I mean, somebody offers you $1.5 million. You know, like
you take one for the team.
Remember, take Joan, for instance, on Mad Men. Like they made her a partner. She was a secretary. All she had to do was fuck the guy from Jaguar.
Right.
Nobody's offering me $50.
Right. Nobody's planting a flag.
Yes.
It's just a moment in time.
I will fuck you to become partner. Like, I don't fucking care. Let's go. Let's do it. There's no shame in that, girl.
If I said to Michelle, I got to fuck this one person for $1.5 million, she'd be like, go for it.
Bayless.
Let's
no
do
big
this.
Deal.
We'll pay for
how long's it going to last?
We got, come on. There's only so much we can pay for.
Yes. No big deal.
15 minutes is a big ass for me. I'm definitely not.
Eight.
Split
in half. 7.5.
Fine.
What else?
The Mets AA affiliate, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, will become the Binghamton Bathtub Donkeys for certain games next season.
What's like? Is that? I mean, they're just making shit up, right? Like, there's not bathtub donkeys. Isn't like an.
That's
actual,
not a thing.
No,
this is just
no.
What's
and honestly, like bathtub donkeys is less offensive to me than Rumble Ponies. Right. Like,
well, Rumble Ponies makes me think of Stay Gold Pony Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ralph Macchio. Now, is this
died in a rumble? Right.
Yeah. And right. Oh, good job, Ed.
He gets set on fire.
I don't. Yeah. He's definitely. Because he's in the hospital. And he's all.
But the Outsiders did lots of rumbles.
Yeah, they were greasers. The greasers and the Stocious. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would rumble. Which is, it's like kind of gay, but whatever, it's fine. So are the bathtub donkeys. This is in Binghamton. That's upstate, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much except for it's upstate New York, and I think of all the SUNY Binghamton, I think is like the best.
It's a better one.
SUNYs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, good for them. It's it's a pretty good logo. It's you got to compete. You got to be a little weird.
I love a good minor league weirdo promotion. I like the hats, weird hats. Minor leagues are great.
They're great. Totally.
A Texas cheerleader was charged with animal cruelty for poisoning her rival's show goat. This cheerleading is crazy competitive. It's
serious. Well, because I was thinking of when you said Texas cheerleader, I was thinking of the Texas cheerleader mom who had, what, Ed, we should look into it because you know what this is?
So that's a thing that happens. What? Can't remember it at all. Don't think that I can recall. But that's a thing that happens. Did it really? Can't remember if it's true. Don't recall it. How about you? But that's a thing that happens.
Wanda Webb Holloway, born 1954, is an American woman from Channelview, Texas, who was convicted of helping to hire a hitman.
This wasn't that many years ago, was it?
To kill the mother of her daughter's junior high school cheerleading rival.
I thought it was the actual rival.
So did I. Yeah. Mom. Yeah, she was going to kill the mom. Okay. In 1991, after Holloway's daughter Shanna narrowly missed out on a spot on her junior high school squad, 2 consecutive years, Holloway's ex-brother-in-law, Terry Harper, reported to police that Holloway asked him to hire a hitman.
He was the Shane Stant in
yes,
this situation?
He was, yes. To kill. Wait, no, Shane Stant was the actual. No, that was Derek. Fuck. Don't make me do another. That's a thing that happened. No, I think you're right. Shane Stant. There was Shane Stant, then there was Sean, the fat guy.
Yeah, with the little skinny mustache.
Yes, he's dead.
He wasn't in great. He didn't take care of himself.
He didn't look too healthy. Holloway allegedly believed that Heath's daughter would be so devastated by her mother's death that she would drop out of the cheerleading team, thereby giving the spot to Shanna. Holloway was arrested the next day. I mean, this is a foolproof plan, Ed. How did she even get caught? It's A, then B, then C.
Because Shane Stant talked. That's the
problem. Key evidence in the case for the prosecution came down to tapes provided by, he taped her ass. What a motherfucker. Provided by Terry Harper along with his testimony. These tapes revealed the words of Holloway offering her diamond earrings in exchange for never seeing Verna, Heath, and Channel View again. Defense lawyer Troy McKinney argued that Holloway's ex-husband, Tony Harper, had conspired with his brother to frame Holloway, and she never intended anyone to get killed. She got 2 trials. Holloway was convicted of solicitation of capital murder in the 1991 trial and sentenced to 15 years in prison. However, the conviction was overturned when it was discovered one of the juries was on probation for a drug-related felony and should never been allowed to serve on a jury.
It's probably like a fucking dime bag. It was some
bullshit.
Texas.
A mistrial was declared. Holloway hired a new defense lawyer, Jack Zimmerman. I like this guy better. This time, Wanda Holloway pleaded no contest, and Zimmer successfully negotiated a plea deal. Sentenced Holloway to 10 years in prison and a civil suit. She got out in 1997. She only served 6 months.
For trying to have someone murdered?
I mean, look. You do not know any competent hitmen, and you don't know anyone that knows any competent hitmen. No. Hitmen don't exist. You might find a drifter that's willing to do something for money, right? But hitmen's some shit you saw in a movie one time. Like that's not. There aren't real hitmen just hanging out.
Yeah, like I can't go find my favorite hitman. No, the best hitman you know.
Yes,
he's in a Brooklyn jail. His name's Luigi Mangioni.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, because he had one hit he wanted to execute, and he did it.
He had some skin in the game, Ed. He had the ghost gun.
He had a bad back.
He had the e-bike. He had the fucking
a bad back.
He had a bad back. He had the McDonald's hash brown. He liked to have lots of sex with lots of black guys. Like, good for him. Like, he was living his life, you know? And he had a score to settle, and he settled it.
Right.
But that's the best you're gonna do. Like, unless. Right.
But he was a hitman working for himself.
That's right.
You're not gonna just hire someone who's like, oh, sure, I'll kill someone, and I'm very stealthy about it. It doesn't exist.
There's too many Datelines, Ed, where it's fucking a guy with an ad in the back of Soldier of Fortune magazine. They still have Soldier of Fortune magazine, and they're like, I would think so. I'm a mercenary for hire. And it's like, if you got to run a fucking personal ad, like a classified, remember back in the day, I don't know if it was Tom Wu or it was one of those guys that they're like, how'd I get so rich? They would do an infomercial and they go, how'd I get so rich? And their whole plan was you just run classified ads. And then the classified ads like multiply and people send you, they go, oh, I want to buy your plant. It's the same thing these guys are doing on fucking Instagram right now.
Right.
Where they're like, I'll give you my plan on how to get rich. Send me $5 and send me 20 other people. And it's a pyramid scheme. It's the same as the guys in the back of Soldier of Fortune are like, I'll do a murder for you. Just send me a thing. But the best murderers aren't fucking running ads. Like they're out doing murders.
You can't report the person to the Better Business Bureau and be like, hey, they ripped me off. Yeah. I paid to murder.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's foolproof. We should do that.
Perfect.
Okay. The Texas cheerleader mom.
World chess champion Magnus Carlsen. We've done some stories involving him.
Oh, no.
Well, he was disqualified from a New York tournament for wearing denim.
Now, last we saw Magnus Carlsen, he was
mad about the butthole.
Yeah, the kid that played him was a much lower ranked player, and he defeated him via
anal beads.
Yeah, he was cheating with anal beads, which we still haven't really. Yeah. And also,
we haven't gotten to the bottom
is AI, because AI can defeat anybody at chess. It knows all the moves. Chess has infinite moves, but AI can do infinity of moves in 1 second.
+1.
Yeah, +1. But so if somebody hooks up to the AI and then hooks the AI to the butthole thing, like chess is over. There's never going to be chess again unless you play nude. Nude chess with body cavity. Or they do a strip search. They he's good.
Yeah, it's got to be a full cavity search, not just nude. You got to check inside the butt.
Yeah, you got to go in the butt to make sure, and then or in the dick, like any place you could hold a fucking vibratory item, and then you could play chess. So it's like when Superman. Who are the bad guys in Superman? They had to put him in those
Zod.
Zod had to be put in a glass thing.
Right. They're just floating through space.
Yes. That's their prison. You know, you gotta do it in a glass thing, or else fucking chess is over. So, but also like, are you you're supposed to wear a suit to this? Hold on. I need to know more about this. You can't play chess in denim.
I tell you who's not going to be invited to any chess tournaments.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. Hey, Maven, I'm gonna go to a chess tournament wearing my.
He's got that look.
My Tennessee tuxedo.
The world's top chess player quit a major tournament in New York City after officials told him he couldn't wear jeans to compete. Magnus Carlsen, 34, was competing in the International Chess Federation's World Blitz Chess Championship and the World Rapid Chess Championship. During these events, chess players compete under specific time rules. Carlsen won both tournaments in 2022 and 2023. He has won the Blitz Chess Champion 7 times and the Rapid Chess Championship 5 times in the past 10 years. He must be pretty good, Ed. I mean, he's the grand champion.
Hey, we've talked about him enough. Like, I don't know any other chess people besides Bobby Fischer.
No, it's Spassky.
Boris Spassky.
Yeah.
Bobby Fischer turned out to be like a racist.
Yeah, right? I think he was like, he had some mental. Look, there's a movie, but it's not about Bobby Fischer. It's just called Searching for Bobby Fischer. It's not even about him, but I think there is a movie about Bobby Fischer. The 2024 events began on Thursday. Carlsen arrived at Friday's event in jeans, which officials said is explicitly prohibited under the Federation's regulations for the events. Carlsen said he
had to know this, though. This is like a protest.
No, he tried to big dick it. He's like, no, you can't have your thing without me.
I'm Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah, you're not. I've won this thing 5 of the last 10 times. Like, you're not gonna not let me play.
This is like a strongest man contest without Magnus or Magnus.
You need Magnus in there.
You need me.
Another Magnus. Carlsen said he was coming from a lunch meeting and had played several rounds before officials told him he had to change. Carlsen was told he would be fined $200 and was asked to change his clothes. This is like the time in high school that I was wearing. You weren't allowed to wear. What a loser I was. You weren't allowed to wear shirts with like beer companies or like alcohol on them. And I had a Moosehead shirt, delicious Canadian lager Moosehead. And I walked through the campus and the principal saw me and he's like, "Hey, Moosehead." He called me Moosehead. What a dick. And he's like, "You got to turn that shirt inside out." And I'm like, "I'm not turning my shirt inside out." And he's like, "Okay, then you either turn it out inside out or you're suspended." And I'm like, "Suspend me." And then I got suspended for 3 days. And it's like, what a fucking loser I was. Like, I knew that was going to happen. Like, what? Just wear a different shirt. But I had to have my like, oh, look, Brian has a shirt with beer on it. What a fucking cool dude. Like, what a loser I was. Yeah. Anyway, similar. But this guy's he's the champion of the thing. And he was like, "Hey, fuck off. I'll wear jeans." Apparently not.
And finally, the Jets fans are just so fed up with Fireman Ed. But he keeps complaining that the Jets are keeping him off the Jumbotron for consecutive home games. And I read that Jets fans are like, "Can we trade Fireman Ed for something? Like, we need to get rid of him." This dude, he's a guy who's thinks people are there to see him.
Well, you tried to take a piss that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, hang on, I got to do this.
Yeah.
And I got to get on my brother's shoulders or whatever he's doing. Like, nobody is there to see Fireman Ed.
So he has accomplices? Like, he has people that help him?
Yeah.
And
he's on somebody's shoulder where he does like he does this whole thing. He's on somebody's shoulders. So there's a guy who's so excited by Fireman Ed, he's willing to like lift a grown man
nuts on his neck. He has nut neck after the end of the thing from Fireman Ed's
he's happy with Fireman Ed hanging brains on his neck.
Now, do we know if Fireman Ed is he an actual New York City firefighter, or was he's probably retired by now?
I from what I know about firemen, they can retire at an early age.
I know. yeah.
So
fine.
I'm sure he's an ex-fireman.
Yeah.
And he's a narcissistic piece of shit.
Yeah. Because
the Jets have never won a game because he led that chant.
No. Here's the thing. What I would like to know is from the other guys at the firehouse how much they hated this guy's guts. So that I'm sure somebody's listening. So because we've been looking for, what have we been looking for? A herpes sufferer. Well, there was something else we were looking for, and I've already forgotten what it was. Is there a firefighter that served with Fireman Ed?
He's the anti-Buscemi, who apparently everyone loved at the fire department.
Showed up on 9/11 to help out and be a firefighter again. Yeah. I'm sure he's a piece of shit that they all hated, and I want to know if you worked with him. Let us know, Ed. Let's do some. Oh, right here. Let's do some voicemails.
He's so easy to hate. Your time he likes to waste. His calls are far from great. His calls are far from great. He's such a stupid fuck.
It's very aggressive.
He seems down on his luck. His voicemails really suck. His voicemails really suck. No one's enjoying him. He's so annoying. Plus so fucking boring and worthless. But he's got nothing else to do. And he's even worse than ish. His thoughts are useless shit.
Speaking of the Jets, it appears that the Jets version of Sam Darnold is back tonight. It's 17-3 Rams right now.
Oh, wow. That's Rams. Here they go. Okay, here's a couple voicemails.
Brian and Ed, Happy New Year.
Oh, Jeff in Denver.
Out of the way. Merry Christmas,
Jeff.
Happy holidays, all that bullshit.
Yep.
Really enjoyed the Max Headroom version,
That's right.
of the Star Wars Ed Explains the Movie.
That was good.
It was great.
Yep.
Pretty much it.
Oh, thanks. Wow.
Oh, and I can give you guys some herpes information.
Oh, okay.
If you want.
Yes.
My cunt ex-wife.
Jeez.
Had house herpes. Anyway, you guys have a great New Year.
You got to answer my questions. Can it be spread from the balls? Just because you've encountered herpes, I already asked all the questions. Can you get herpes from, or can you contract or no? Pass herpes via the balls, or does it have to come from the shaft or the tip? That was my question. Okay. Thank you for that. And thank you for that call.
Wow.
Here's another one.
Ed, Brian, Baller
it's
Nation.
Guru Stu.
It's been a long time.
It's
forever.
New Year. Yeah. It's me. I don't need an introduction.
Is Stu in a? Is he doing what? Remember David Blaine? He's like, I will go in a hole. I want to be buried alive for 6 months, and then he would actually do it. He would just get buried.
But and I question it, but he had prime Fiona Apple. He put it. I mean, same with Copperfield. He's prime Claudia Schiffer. These magicians, I knock them, but they've put up good work.
What about Chris Angel Mind Freak? Chris Angel Mind Freak got
Cameron Diaz,
peak Britney Spears. He had a whole line of them. And did you? I mean, he's a Greek dude from Long Island with eye makeup on, right? He's got mascara,
bangs too. Did he have bangs?
Yeah, he's got these stringy things. He's got embroidered jeans on, and he's like, magic. I do magic. Like and the magic is tricking chicks into having sex with him, and that.
But they all did it.
They all did. You know, these magicians, they get laid, Ed.
They do.
Yep.
But I will anyway too, and it's only because I'm such a pain in the ass. That's why I don't need an introduction.
No, you don't.
I haven't been around, but I am around. It's good to see you guys moving on to
it sounds like
the next step, the next iteration, the next generation. I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for the community that we have.
That's right.
And just you guys putting up with me.
We love
I've been
you.
working on some things.
We're not putting up. We're enjoying it.
Well, I am getting my shit together. And I've been kicking some ass at poker. That's basically all I've been doing.
That's Guru Stu's lane.
Continued success. I'm stoked for you guys. It's good to actually see you talk, which is weird.
Yeah.
But other than that,
ugly?
I just
a lot
want
of
to
people
say
do.
hello, thank you, congratulations, and love your balls.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
Thanks. Here's another one.
Brian, Ed, this is Steve.
Steve's been reaching out.
Just calling
He's
to
concerned.
say Happy New Year to everyone. And
yeah.
Man, the fires in LA are just so devastating.
It's crazy.
And I wanted to reach out and make sure everyone there is okay and all the Baller Lifestyle fam is okay. Jay Stu and Travis and all the other listeners.
And Brian.
Around the area. And Brian, thank you so much
You're welcome.
for letting me know that everyone was all right. Everyone's still in their homes.
Got you, buddy.
Man, that made my day. I was so worried about everyone there. I know I'm in Houston and I'm far away, but man, y'all are like my fam, man. I care.
We love you too, buddy.
And thanks, man. I'm just glad everyone's okay.
Yep.
Anyway, it's time to lighten the mood.
That's right.
Love the end of the year show. Always love when Travis on. That's like, man, the reason I found the show was you being on Travis's show.
That's right.
On 15-6's game way, way back in the day.
Double rods.
And I got to say, man.
Tell me.
My favorite line of the show, it was almost a 2-hour show, but my whole favorite line of the show was when you were talking about Rachel Dolezal having her own OnlyFans account, and Travis Rogers with it says just dead on, just goes, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I fucking almost spit out my fucking beer.
I mean, he could have said yes and.
Funny, man.
You know, yes and would have been better.
Right,
I think I'm good kind of shuts it down. Like it's, I want to keep on talking.
Goddamn. Thank you, Brian, for letting me know everyone's good.
Somebody says, I think I'm good, then I got to think of another thing to say, you know, where we just keep talking about
he kind of cut us out of
it. Glad y'all are okay. Happy New Year.
Yep.
And I hope y'all stay okay. I hope everything goes all right for y'all. And God bless. Man.
God bless you too, Steve.
Bless, man. Later, guys.
Steve was very concerned. Yes, there's devastating fires here.
I have a buddy, Pacific Palisades.
Yep.
Fucking house gone, neighborhood gone.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's insane.
Kids in school, it's like, all right, I guess there's no school to go. Like
there's nothing.
Fucking entire, like everything's gone. It's very sad.
Yeah.
So, you know,
it's horrible. It's devastating, and obviously, you know, we are concerned, and our thoughts are with those people.
Yeah.
Here's one more.
Hey guys, it's Super Lee here. Just want to say,
send us shirts.
Brian, glad you're safe.
Thank you.
Good to hear your voice in this new year, and I know there's a lot of craziness going around. Glad you're keeping us updated. Not necessarily with the fires, but more so about you're going in and out, and you're dealing with old people and their stinginess with the weights.
Yeah.
Glad to see it. You know, I was thinking about your question with the question where you need a medical professional. He's not a medical professional, but he is experienced in the arenas you're looking for about transmission of herpes. So you might want to talk to your guy, Telly. He might.
Yes, Telly would know about that.
Anyways, that's all. Hope you guys have a great new year, and I look forward to many more podcasts. And hey, feel free to stop by on Friday nights at the after show. Love to have you guys there.
Yeah, just talk about that. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the shirts. Thanks for everything. Okay, here's a couple voice emails. Hi, Brian and Ed. It's a new year, but my goal of achieving more consistency via a Twitter follow continues.
I know who this is.
I was informed that Yellowstone is a top 3 show of all time. I'm pretty sure I Love Lucy is the number 1 show, and I assume Magnum PI is not in the top 3. Therefore, what do you think the other top 3 show is? Thanks.
It's gonna be like NCIS Hawaii or something.
Yeah. It's insane that he's like, we're proletariat because we don't like to fillet corporations publicly, which is insane. But then I go, I only watch sports, and he's like, oh, he goes, yeah, you're not going to trick me on that one because I have to watch sports for my job.
Sports is my job, and I'm like, well, I'm a Knicks fan, and YouTube TV doesn't carry it. So like, how can it's.
You're telling me I should buy a service. It's state of the art. It's the future. It shows no sports. None of the sports I watch are on it. So I should buy it for what reason? Oh, because it's the future.
Yeah.
You just don't like. I didn't even get it. Yes, thank you for that, G-Fish. Yeah, it's gonna be like the Mary Tyler Moore show or something. Like something just so random. That's just like, okay.
Hardcastle and McCormick.
Oh, that's a good one. That was he would like that because that's a ripoff of Magnum. It's basically Magnum.
Right. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or Airwolf. He's just picking not Magnum, but something that you're like, well, this is just a ripoff of Magnum.
Exactly. Happy New Year's, fellas. I really enjoyed the year-end review with Travis. Well done. I discovered a headline today better than Wolf Hybrid kills mini horse. Florida cop watching porn on phone slams into the back of a car stop for a school bus. It's too long, but it's still good. I think that's a pretty good one. Anyway, on to my real point. I've been homesick. Oh, Ed, I was so sick. Well, I wasn't so sick. That's actually not true. I was just regular sick, but it just fucking sucks to be sick. Like
it just saps your energy for everything.
Yes, and that was the thing. I was like, I can't. So I started out. I had a sore throat. Okay. Just a regular ass sore throat, and it sucks to have a sore throat. But then after a couple days, that was gone. So I'm like, oh, I'm better now because my sore throat's gone. But then I got sicker. I was like, then I went to bed. I'm like, oh, no more sore throat. I'm back. Then I woke up and it was like this. It was in the head, but I was just so fucking tired. I couldn't, I'd go on a walk because I got to do my 75 hard. I go do my walks, and then I would be fucking laid out for the rest of the day. So anyway, I'm better. I've been homesick, and I've used that time to get caught up on my new favorite show, which is Landman on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I want to check that out because it's got Billy Bob. I got
Billy Bob, but I will say, Ed, I think it's the Yellowstone guy, Taylor Sheridan. I think
I did watch that Stallone show he did.
Also King,
and it's fine. It was like fun but frivolous, like So I don't know. I'll check it out.
He also made Hell or High Water. So he does.
Like, Hell or High Water is a great movie.
Yeah, he does cool stuff. So yeah, and Billy Bob is fucking so
great
in
everything.
Like he's just so good. Billy Bob is amazing in this show. His co-star is a slightly vintage but still very attractive Allie Larter. Huge fan. It's impossible to quantify how much of a fan of Allie Larter I am.
She was the Dorito girl, right?
That's Allie Landry. Oh, Allie Larter is Varsity Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Huge fan, yes. Who was introduced into my life via a whipped cream bikini as a teenager in Varsity Blues. I have also recently been introduced via the interwebs to one Brianna Chicken Fry.
We've talked about her.
Yes, she's very attractive too. I'm not even sure who she is or what she's famous for other than being hot. Who are you scooping, Miss Chicken Fry or Miss Larter? Help me reach my 2025 goal of having all my emails read. That's from Matthew Richards. I think then this Brianna Chicken Fry, that's the one. She's like a Barstool chick. Like she has a podcast or something.
Yeah, but she was engaged to someone like a country guy. Brian.
Zach Bryan.
Yeah, we
first
talked
name
about
hoarder.
That. Yeah.
And I think she is very good looking, but this Allie Larter, I didn't know that she was still working.
So
she's age appropriate.
I assume she's very attractive still.
Yes.
And she's age appropriate.
Yes.
But also she like has been in a special moment, whereas Brianna Chicken Fry is just a hot chick that like exists. Like it's not she was the the whipped cream bikini chick from Varsity Blues.
Classic.
Right? So
no,
there's a different level.
Allison Elizabeth Larter, February 28, 1976, is an American actress and former model. What's she been in? Legally Blonde, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, other things, Resident Evil series. Look, FHM magazine, Maxim. Oh, Ed Larter was born in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
That's South Jersey.
That's the Philly part.
That's where Craigslist threesome guy's from.
Oh, he's from Cherry Hill, and now that's where they do. It's Taylor ham in the north part of Jersey, and what's it?
Pork roll.
Pork roll.
That's pork roll.
Pork roll, egg and cheese. Yes.
Now, technically, they call it Taylor ham up here.
Yes, but it's not ham.
Technically, they were sued because you can't legally call it ham
because it's not ham.
It's not ham. Yeah. So technically, it has to be pork roll because it's not ham.
Right.
But everyone up here calls it Taylor ham. Yeah,
but it's not ham. But also, what is pork roll? Pork roll is just like all processed meat products.
It's meat. It's processed meat in a sock. Like it's delicious. It's so good.
It's got to be so salty.
Oh, but you get a pork roll, egg and cheese on a bagel sandwich. Yeah. Oh, the best. The fucking best.
A little hot sauce on that.
Oh my goodness.
That's so good. That sounds pretty good to me. No, I'm taking Allie Larter all day. Let's look at this Brianna Chicken Fry though. I know she's very cute, but I think she's very young, and that is, I'm not that disgusting. All right, I pretend to be disgusting here, but Brianna Chicken Fry, Brie LaPaglia. Oh, she's very cute. No, she's not. She's okay. No, I'm Allie Larter all day here, just for the reasons Ed says, nostalgia, other things. Okay. Ed, let's talk about some things that are not, in fact, sports. I'm doing a new thing where I look at the labels of the buttons before I push them. Look at this.
Well, it's time for non-sports segment on the Baller Lifestyle Podcast. Non-sports. I'm talking about the segment now. Non-sports segment.
Ed, tell us what is happening tonight in the world of things that are not, in fact, sports.
So one of my favorite stories, and unfortunately it won't be in our year in review because I see this came out December 30th. She's back. Hilaria Baldwin. Her fake accent returned in a holiday cooking video where she was searching for the word for onion. How you say onion?
Yeah, Cebolla.
She's back.
We did a podcast once with friend of the show, Molly McAleer, me and you. We got together. This is when it came out that she was exposed for not,
Hillary
in fact,
from Boston.
Yeah, her name is Hillary. She's from Boston, Massachusetts. She tried to say that she is not Latin at all.
No, she's just.
I think she's like Irish. Yeah, she's just a regular ass Boston white chick. But she heard that Alec Baldwin tried to fuck Salma Hayek, and Salma Hayek said no. And she's like, oh, he likes Latinas, and they had a mutual friend. And she's like, look, he's 20 years older than me, but I'm still gonna make it happen. And you know how I'm gonna look. This, say what you will about Hillary from Boston.
Beautiful.
She's hot. She has to be so sexually dynamic because he put 7 babies inside of her head. That's all he does is impregnate her constantly.
But this updated story tells me she's next level crazy because she's been dolazoled. She's been exposed And she's doubling down and saying, how you say
onion? Yes. Hilaria Baldwin. Ay, Dios mío. Hilaria Baldwin found herself in another Spanish-speaking pickle, cucumbre, after a video showed the self-proclaimed Spaniard forgetting how to pronounce it. Then she tried to say she was dual raised.
Yeah. And then she's like, well, we did go to Spain in the summer.
Yeah. Because her dad's fucking some rich lawyer, and they would vacation in Mallorca.
But like I would take my kids to London for a couple weeks.
And they're like, oi, Gov, isn't it?
Yeah, if my kids were like, oh no, like just talking in a full British accent, like, well, we did go to London for a couple weeks. I'd be like, cut that shit out.
Stop doing that. You're embarrassing me. Yes. I like that we also learned that
the wedding.
Yeah, she kept her family separate from his family.
Quarantined them at the wedding.
Yes. It's so crazy.
It's crazy.
When did he know, though, Ed? It had to be pretty early.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, did he know when did he know when they were already engaged?
Yeah.
Because like that's probably it. It's like she kept it up, and then it slipped when they're engaged. And he's like, "Well, it's already been published that we're engaged and everything."
Yeah.
And he just loved fucking her so much.
But that's the thing. He would go to bring it up, and she'd be like, "Ay, Dios mío, let me suck the cum out of your balls." And he'd be like, "Oh," and then he'd be coming again. And then he's like, "Oh, what were we talking about?" And she's like, "No say." And he's like, "Okay, anyway, I need to take a nap." And then then his hormones would subside, and then maybe the next day he'd start going, "Hey, fucking, like you're not, you can't remember cucumber."
I heard you bitching about the wedding photographer in an American accent. What was that all about?
And she's like, he's like, oh, and then he's just it's drained. His life force is drained out of him again, and he's like, I forgot. And then they got 7 kids, so obviously she's fucking draining him constantly, and he forgets, In the clip obtained by the Daily Mail, Alec Baldwin's wife, real name Hillary Hayward Thomas, was cooking a traditional Spanish paella.
It's not even Hillary Alhambra or something. Yes. It's fucking Hillary Thomas.
Yeah, was cooking a traditional Spanish dish for her holiday guests when she blanked on the word onions. Dressed in flannel pajamas, the 40-year-old, again, yoga instructor, Ed. She's very lithe. She can get into positions.
Yep.
Boasted about the authenticity of her recipe in her best Spanglish accent. "I learned this from when I was a kid. Don't look it up online because you'll learn something different," Baldwin said in what appeared to be a heavy faux accent while in the kitchen with a friend. Okay, hold on.
She's essentially Mel Blanc doing Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes. She shared that the secret to her tortilla dish was not cutting the potatoes too tiny. Muy chico, potatoes. While continuing to talk about the recipe, Baldwin struggled to remember the word onions while telling the camera, my husband hates cebollas. Luckily, her friend helped her out, remind her of the English word. Okay, here's a video of her forgetting English 7 times.
How's married life?
Married life is really nice. It feels different. It really feels different. But I didn't think it was going to be different, but it feels quite different.
What's the thing that surprised you the most?
I think just the fact that it feels different. We like to say husband and wife a lot.
Yeah.
I call him husband now. I say, husband, where are you?
Oh my God.
He took me out to Montauk. He said that was as
Montauk.
close as he could get to Spain, to my family, and to Rome, because we really like Rome as well. And
your family's not in Spain.
He got down on his knee. And then I don't remember the rest because I started crying.
And she's like, then I got on both knees.
Tomatoes. We have, how do you say it? Cucumbers.
It's not easy. And I think part of it is that I'm in shape before I have a baby.
Yeah,
and then I
that's
stay
true.
active when I'm pregnant. Yeah. And I'm not trying to stay thin. I'm just trying to keep my circulation going and stretching and keep my muscle tone up. It was, you know what? I feel like all of our children were semi-surprises.
Oh, look, he looks so tired.
Like positive surprise. I have 4 kids, but you have to be able to treat each one as if they were only child sometimes. So I have to have my individual.
Oh, she's in lingerie in this one, Ed, for some reason, because she's.
Yeah, maybe that's why you wake up.
She's got the baby out.
Mommy time, huh?
Okay, wait, hold on. I thought the Cebollas was in there. Hold on.
This is like a greatest hits of their bullshit.
Hold on. The Cebollas is going to be over here on the Daily Mail website. You just fucking hold on a second. Hold on. Is this it? Watch the full video.
I learned this from when I was a kid. Yeah. Don't look it up online because you'll learn something different. I mean, I don't know what that one is, but I can tell you that my tortilla
so rude.
is potatoes. You have to not cut them too tiny.
Oh, this is the one from before.
Not going to have the right texture. And then my husband hates cebolla.
Onions.
I got it. And so I grind cebolla.
He keeps saying he said onions, and she keeps.
Yeah, he didn't say cebolla. She's next level crazy. Next level crazy.
She is a gift to all. We love her, and
please keep sending cooking videos.
Yes,
Hillary.
She is absolutely the best. What else?
When like newsmen and weathermen do their reports from like storms and stuff, they roll up the sleeves and they put on jackets. Well, ABC's David Muir, he was wearing like a jacket reporting from the California wildfire.
It was like a fireman's jacket. He was like
fireman.
But it was like cosplaying.
But it was like tight, so you could see the pecs and everything. Yes. And then he turned while he was doing his report, and you could see a clothespin making the jacket taut to show off his pecs.
Wait, they don't have tailored fireman's jackets.
Yeah. Like, come on, buddy.
I mean, this guy is, he's one of these guys that's he's very good looking. He's a newsman. He makes tons of money. He's persnickety.
Yeah.
He's fastidious.
He's neat.
He likes things a certain way. Like it's weird that he's just like they put these guys out there like in the middle of the fire.
Don't be in the field, buddy. You're gonna put a clothespin on your jacket so you can like look like, ooh, look at the pecs on that guy in his jacket.
Yeah, wear your $4,000 suit in the studio where it's nice, and then you go out and get drinks.
You don't have to wear a firefighter jacket because you're not doing jack shit.
Yeah, you're not actually fighting the fire. And it's weird that they have firefighter jackets that say ABC News on them. Do you think he got that? He's like, go out and embroider me a firefighter jacket.
He had a hissy fit when he put it on before the report. He's like, you can't even tell my pecs from this. And then he's like, all right, somebody get me a clothespin. And he put it in his back.
Yeah. It's too big for him. He's gotten, the jacket is too big. And look, these guys, they're basically male models, these guys.
Right.
The ABC anchor returned to World News tonight, Thursday, to cover the wildfires one day after facing backlash for cinching his flame-retarded yellow jacket to achieve a sleeker look. Muir, 51, wore the same coat during his latest broadcast, but it was unzipped this time and therefore had a looser fit.
So he could show the pecs underneath.
Yes. Yeah, because he's got a tight black t-shirt on underneath. So he seemingly did not need a clothespin in the back. I mean, more power to this guy. Oh, we got fake hair? Can't tell. No, that's his real hair. It's great. I love when people are exposed for being vain. It's the best.
Yeah. Well, sticking with male model looking people, Kim Jong-un, he just banned hot dogs in North Korea because I think he's anti-Western foods.
I mean, he seems to eat a fair amount of hot dogs. Now, I will say this. Look, who doesn't love a hot dog? I mean, it's just one of life's great treats. You go to a concert in LA and you come out of the concert and there's about 50 Mexican women.
Dirty water dog.
Yeah, they don't do them on water. They fry them up on. They have like these little like propane things that are like on the back of like underneath like a serving tray, and they fry them up on a serving tray, and they're wrapped in bacon. And then they have grilled onions and peppers and jalapenos all there, and then they'll toast the bun for you, and they're $5. And they load that fucker up, and they put all the shit on there. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. They take Venmo, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, and it's perfect. Now, what I did read something in this article. Kim Jong-un is allegedly trying to trying his best to expunge any Western influence from North Korea. The influence also extends to foods. Kim Jong-un has been on a tear, banning all kinds of delicious treats. They're making something with hot dogs that sounds disgusting. Hot dogs have been gaining traction in South Korean culinary scene for some time now.
A soup, right?
Yes, the hot dog is a symbol of Westernization to him. So he has allegedly decreed that the serving or selling of hot dogs is now classified as an act of treason. Dastardly hot dog eaters or sellers face arrest and potential hard labor. Okay. It doesn't.
So the only thing I'll say for this guy, I've said it before, is, well, one, we know he loves Western culture because he obsessed over the 96 Bulls.
He's best friends with Dennis Rodman.
But he's so smart for those nuclear dalliances because any other leader that we don't deem a friend, we have him killed.
Get rid of him. Yeah.
But we do the dance and he controls his whole kingdom because we're like, we don't want him to fire a nuclear missile at South Korea, our ally in the area. Yeah. So like he does his thing, but he stays there and everybody's like, all right, he can be the crazy guy we just kind of appease every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, here it is. Tteokbokki is a delicious South Korean dish made up of rice cake served in a soupy sauce of Korean chili pepper. Oh, wait, no, this is it. Banned. Budae jjigae, aka army-based stew, is a delicious, if extremely unhealthy dish that fuses ramen, kimchi with Spam and American cheese, among several other ingredients.
Yikes.
Yeah, one of these has hot dogs in it, and it sounds kind of gross because it's just like they're bastardizing our beautiful dog, Ed.
Right.
You know, it's a cylinder of mystery pork.
Yeah, Kobayashi did not have Spam and American cheese and what?
It's straight
soup.
up hot dogs. Yeah,
it's straight up hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly. So like, bring back the dog, but like, just have them normal, guys. Don't fucking be weird with them. Okay, don't get all fucking weird with the dogs.
As they are.
They're fine. Get you a Hebrew National. That's a great dog.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Jealous Diddy is raging that Luigi Mangioni is getting more attention than him in their Brooklyn prison. Because Diddy, you did stuff that people aren't a big fan of.
He did, yeah. And he's not doing a lot to quell the gay rumors when he's real jealous of another guy getting more attention than him. Like, that's not really helping. And look, wait, I thought Diddy was out though. Didn't he finally get out?
No, and I think it's like, and I know I'm comparing him to somebody who is out, but it's a Bill Cosby situation where they're just keep becoming more and more accusers and stuff like this is, or maybe more appropriate would be an R. Kelly situation. There's just more and more people.
He's not getting out.
I'm pretty sure we're done with Diddy.
He's not getting out. Diddy is furious that alleged CEO murderer Luigi Mangioni is seen as a bigger star by inmates at the Brooklyn Federal Prison, where both are locked up. My son and his friend, whenever the Italians would come on screen, because there's Italians in Den of Thieves, they would start doing the hand because they go to Sardinia. Like, shit pops off in Sardinia. The mob gets involved.
I feel like I got to go back.
It's worth a luckily it'll be on Amazon in a week or two.
In like a week.
Yeah, we could rewatch it then. The rapper 54 and Mangioni 26 are both awaiting trial at Brooklyn's infamous Metropolitan Center in New York. And Diddy, real name Sean Combs, is reportedly raging that the alleged killer is more beloved than he is among inmates. Diddy has been through, because he's a man of the people, and you're a rich asshole. Like, you don't know the difference?
Who did crimes at white parties?
Exactly. Oh, Ed, listen to this. Diddy has been throwing tantrums over the fact that Luigi is getting all the attention in prison is being revered as a hero. after literally murdering someone on camera. That's not funny. Diddy is reportedly upset because he claims he is innocent of sex trafficking, yet he continues getting so much hate inside the lockup while Luigi gets so much love. Even in prison, Diddy's ego is bigger than life, the source added. A spokesperson for Diddy said the claims about the rapper's jealousy were false. Mangioni is apparently loved by the prisoners and is not having a difficult time dealing with everything because he has gotten so much support with prisoners who have shared their stories of losing loved ones due to inadequate health care. Not to mention, he's a folk hero. As his methods may have been.
Yeah, we're not violent people.
Yes. But it shed a light on a bigger problem, and it's a problem that has touched everyone you know. Not to mention the fact that the prison itself faces. Okay, yeah, good for look. Fuck Diddy and Luigi. Free Luigi. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. A couple was accused of having sex on the floor of a Waukesha laundromat. I'd advise nobody to look at the couple themselves.
I'm looking at it right now. Where is Waukesha? Can we get?
It's got to be Wisconsin.
Can we
gotta
get?
Be. This has got to be Stephen Avery territory.
Yeah.
Can
we get? Whoa, Ed.
The woman. He's a younger man.
We got a May December going on here, Ed. Des.
Like, buddy, we've had some desperate moments, but buddy.
I mean, I will say
she had the meth. I mean, what?
Yeah, how fucking old is this guy? He doesn't look 29. Desmond Cleveland, 29, and Karen Hill, 67.
She looks very much 67-year-old Karen.
You know who she looks like? She looks like that. She looks like that prison guard that got tricked by the big dick inmate up in Dannemora. Escape from Dannemora.
Yeah.
A man and woman.
What's his name? Fucking Benicio del
Toro.
Toro.
Yeah. A man and woman accused of having sex in a Waukesha County jail lobby last year they've done this. They're repeat offenders, Ed.
Wait, they did it at a jail lobby?
They fucked during a visit. This time they were caught on security video having sex at a laundromat on Christmas Eve. I mean, is there anything more wholesome than being in a laundromat on Christmas Eve?
But this is Latorno Villi Falau. Yeah. Like, they couldn't stop. This is true love.
Yeah.
They can't stop.
They're drawn together. Prosecutors once again charged the 29-year-old Desmond Cleveland and 67-year-old Karen Hill with disorderly conduct. According to the criminal complaint, the owner of Flash Laundromat in Waukesha went to police after seeing the two on security video lying under a blanket on the floor. I really miss Kyle Scani because he could weigh in on this.
He would give us.
Maybe Amish Dave's fiance could weigh in on this because Kyle Scani would be like, I don't know about fucking on the floor of laundromat. Say,
but I did have this guy. Did have this buddy.
The owner kicked them out, and there was other people there, and apologized to patrons. I'm picturing like an empty laundromat, Ed. There's just some people around, and they're just like, "Hey, let's fuck on the floor."
Somebody's like, "Hey, I'm doing lights over here.
Are you using this detergent?" The complaint says at no time in the video are the two seen using the laundromat for cleaning clothes.
Well, then it would have been okay for them to fuck if they were actually doing their laundry.
I have a buddy that claims that his dryer is always broken, and he and his wife will take they'll take like loads of their laundry, their kids. They have adult children that they do the laundry of, and they go to the laundromat. And they do, and he's like, "Oh, I love it."
On the floor,
yeah, they must. And he goes, "I love," and I go, look. Sometimes you got to use a laundromat, and that's fine. But understand that your clothes are coming in contact with someone else's semen. Like that's just you have semen on your clothes,
like
and that's just that
someone has a wet semen pair of clothing, and they threw it right in the dryer because they're like, "I just got to dry this."
I need this cum. I'm running to my job as a waiter or a busboy, and one of my work socks is a cum sock. I didn't realize I use it as a cum sock. I'm throwing it in the dryer right now, and now there's crusted cum on the inside of this dryer where you're putting your khakis in your blue shirt. You know,
you're pulling that turtleneck off over your head, and you're like.
Yes, that's what you're doing, 100%. So look, let these people live. But maybe here's the problem, man. If we lived in a fair and just society, there would be places for people to fuck. The unhoused people could have nice little tents and parks. This is like that invention that Nathan Fielder came up with.
Oh, in the hotel room.
Where you put your kids. He put the kid in the safe room, and then he had porn stars had an orgy all around, and the kid was safe inside the thing, and there was cameras in there, and he was just like doing his coloring books and stuff. While the porn star orgy was going on inside the. Like that's fine. Let's do it like that.
I'm gonna have to revisit that. That's so on Max, good. I believe.
Yeah, Nathan for you.
Keanu Reeves scammer swindles widow 67 out of life savings in romance fraud. I was lonely. Shrug.
I mean, like Keanu Reeves is not hitting you up on Facebook. Like Keanu Reeves is not on Facebook. Like,
but what do we know about him? First of all,
very nice.
We know he would never scam anyone. Yeah, also, he's not kind of an ugly dude that can't find like if he were on the market, which I don't believe he is.
He's got a longtime girlfriend, age appropriate.
He does not need to go after random 67-year-old widows. He is beautiful.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. Oh man, this ad blocker. I don't know why I re-engaged with ad blocker because look, ad blocker does what it's supposed to, but all these scummy websites know about the ad blocker.
That's the problem in our little trying to find scummy stories sometimes.
Yeah.
Ad blocker is always fighting us.
It is. It really is. A San Diego senior. Oh my God. Now I got a fucking ad that's covering up the words. Is now living in her car. Oh, this is too sad. After being
it's sad. It's sad.
It's too sad. This poor woman. She thought Keanu Reeves was into her.
I think it's important to know that celebrities are not. That's not like. What is it? Raya? Is that the?
Yeah, Raya.
That's where you don't find celebrities through Facebook. Like, hey, you seem like a nice 67-year-old lady.
Yeah.
And why would Keanu Reeves need your money? Yeah. I just saw he's in a trailer for like a offshoot of
It's
that
Ballerina.
Looked pretty good.
Ballerina
looks good.
It does look good. And it looks like he's in it for one scene. I bet he got $10 million for that one scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not hitting up 67-year-old widows.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't. You know what he's doing? He's riding his motorcycle. He's having a coffee. He's taking a picture with you with his hands very visible, so you can't say that he's trying to grab the pussy.
I'm not gripping anything.
He's being nice. He's rooting for the Leafs. He's just a good ass dude.
How about back to the Fox Sports scandal? How about what was revealed? And they're like, "Oh, Colin Cowherd's like a perfect gentleman and a nice guy."
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Hey, you might have the shittiest sports takes of all time, but let's celebrate Colin Cowherd for."
For not trying to fuck.
Yeah. For being a gentleman.
Yeah. Remember the NFL Network? They had like a makeup artist that was like, she made some complaints, and they had to fire like the entire on-air all new people. All of a sudden, there wasn't one guy that didn't try to fuck.
Clean the house.
Yes, very sad, guys.
Very sad.
Tell your mom. Tell your grandma, tell everyone in your family that it's not really Keanu Reeves. It's not a Mexican prince or a Nigerian prince. It's just none of those. None of those things are true.
Tell your significant other, if you were to pass on, that they shouldn't be going after, Brad Pitt in 15 years. Like he's not hitting you up. No, it's just the celebrities. This isn't their move.
No, they don't Well, they don't fuck civilians. First of all, you got to be.
And
in the
they
game.
also, if you're a celebrity on that level, the next scam is you start appearing in like foreign movies that are garbage, or you get into like right-wing comedy or something. Like you go, there are many levels of scams before they get to 67-year-old widows.
True. Yes. Yeah. They never, and especially look, maybe if this was like Michael Chiklis, or like somebody that like ascended, but it's they kind of peaked.
Stars faded.
Yeah, and it's they're on the way down, but they had a nice run. But this Keanu Reeves was one of the biggest movie stars of the world and continues to be. Like it's just not happening. Like it's
not happening. Yeah. Finally, an airplane passenger was banned from all United flights after urinating on a fellow passenger. So, to me, we shouldn't have to worry about future flights because this person should never be out in public again.
Yeah, this obviously was a very drunk person, right?
Right.
And this sometimes when you're drunk, and this is like some people have a chronic issue with this, where they sleepwalk and they got to take a piss, and they just go like in the same direction they would normally go to the bathroom at their house, and then they just piss right there, and they don't realize that they're pissing on an airplane seat.
This was a frequent move of former roommate Craigslist threesome guy.
Oh yeah, he would do that. I've known guys like this too.
We'd wake up and be like, "Is there pissing?" They'd be like, "What?"
Yeah,
we'd have to kick him.
I've known guys like this too, where it's just like, hey, maybe you should just not drink because like this is not the only bad decision
you're not handling this well.
Yeah. A man has been banned from United Airlines after reportedly urinating on another passenger. Jerome Gutierrez had been flying in business class. He was in business
class
on a United flight from San Francisco to Manila. Now it's a pretty long flight, Ed. You obviously couldn't hold it the entire time. Like you would have to pee at some point.
But you're in business class. Oh yeah. You have more access to toilets.
Nice toilets. When the incident happened, according to Cornell, a passenger got up from his seat, went up to this is the guy that got peed on. Went up to Gutierrez and began urinating on him about 4 hours into the flight. Gutierrez was
was this somebody from Coach who walked up to business class?
Yeah.
Look, I sometimes support the Eat the Rich movement. Like, I wonder if Jerome was dismissive of someone.
Yes. Yeah, maybe Jerome is the CEO of an insurance company. In which case, it's all over that asshole.
All my opinions are subject to change based on more details.
Yes. As I'm listening to all these people that got dropped by their insurance company, or their fire insurance here in Southern California. Oh yeah. Like we need to know who more of these CEOs are. Like these people need to be called to account, And it's like if somebody pisses on you on a plane, that's not really my fucking problem. You should insure people. That's your business.
I saw a post where it was like just shedding light on the fact that insurance companies dropped a whole bunch of people for fire insurance. And then the responses, it was like 8,000 pictures of Luigi Mangioni to that. Like everyone had the same idea. And they're like, everyone's like, this is what we need to do.
It's great. I love it. Okay, let's wrap it up there. We covered it all. We discussed it. We did what we do. We'll be here next week to do it again. We'll do a little bonus bri here this week for you guys. Oh, I'm going to talk about limb lengthening. So there's a big limb lengthening. I've always wanted to do a deep dive on that, so we'll talk about that. Until then,
we'll have a soap opera death.
Oh yeah, well, that'll happen. Until then, for Ed Daly, my name is Brian Beckner. This has been episode number 558 of the Ball Lifestyle Podcast. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Hell yes, the Lifestyles Baller podcast getting bigger and not smaller. Broadcasting weekly, that's what we do. With Easy Ed Daly and a man Jay Stu and Brian Beckner, quick to dissect.
Ed, while we're still recording, Brittany and Patrick Mahomes welcome baby girl number 3.
Is this going to be Copper?
Sterling Sky.
I thought they already had Sterling.
Oh no, sorry. The couple is also they have Sterling Sky, bronze, which is the third place medal that we've discussed. Oh, third place. Nickel. Oh, the worst one.
Nickel?
Golden Ray. Daughter Golden Ray Mahomes.
So, like, that bronze is going to be like, I was named before Golden?
It's unbelievable. Gold, so they have a sterling and a bronze and then a golden? And everyone knows the baby's the favorite already. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
Lots of therapy. Goodbye.